When Erik Ten Hag's Manchester United tried to play out from the back, they had many troubles, because Leeds players stayed in Zone B to create numerical superiority and they didn't go over Maguire or Shaw. This happened because they tried to cover the passing lines to Fred and Sabitzer. Thus, when United's centre-backs tried to jump this pressure, they couldn't find the offensive midfielders nor the strikers, because the wingers were covered by the opponent's fullback and the central channels were covered by Leeds players. However, when Dalot joined the centre-backs, Leeds strikers started to press high and they also tried to cover the passing lines to Sabitzer or Fred. Even when Shaw received the ball and Fred tried to drop back, Leeds pressed with 4 players, thus United had to play with David De Gea. When Lisandro Martinez and Garnacho came in, Manchester United's offensive structure changed and also Leeds' defensive structure, because Shaw moved inside near Fred. Therefore, Leeds United started to defend with a 1-4-4-2, where the 2 strikers and 2 wingers tried to cover the passing lines to the midfield. But also Lisandro Martinez was smart with the ball, because he waited for the pressure of Leeds strikers, and when he attracted to them, he played with Maguire, since this created a space on the right side. Nevertheless, when this happened, he was slow to detect the space on the right side. As a consequence, Leeds players had time to move near Dalot and cover the passing lines to Sabitzer. Off the ball, Lisandro Martinez also played an important role, because he always looked to support his teammates. Like this time, instead of moving to his left, he moved forward to create a passing line for Luke Shaw, and he knows that he would receive with a space. And thanks to that, he can see that Bruno Fernandes is free on the right side, since Leeds accumulated players on the left side to press Shaw. He played a great through ball to Fernandes, and this left Rashford and Bruno with the same number of players near the final third. Man United's offensive structure also changed up front, because Garnacho was on the left side, Rashford as a central striker, Bruno moved as a right winger, and Weghorst was playing as a number 10, supported by Sabitzer and Fred. Erik Ten Hag used many variations in the build-up, and we've seen this on United's first goal. Sabitzer joined the centre-backs to create a numerical superiority, because Leeds only had 2 players. Fred was surrounded by 5 players, and Shaw and Wan-Bissaka gave width to the team. Therefore, Leeds midfielders had a lot of space to cover, and this created passing lines, where Weghorst understood very well the free spaces. As he was playing as a number 10, he detected the space between the lines, because he is between Leeds midfielders and defenders. Sabitzer saw the passing line to Weghorst and he played a fast ball to him. Meanwhile, Garnacho, Rashford and Bruno Fernandes fixed to Leeds' defensive line, and this created a space in the central channels, but also on the flanks for Luke Shaw and Wan-Bissaka. When Fred received the ball, he should have passed to Luke Shaw, because he had a space for his left foot. Luke Shaw had a space up front, because Garnacho is attracting to Leeds fullback. But he played with Bruno Fernandes, who played back with Sabitzer. But Sabitzer understood the game and knows that Luke Shaw has a space, therefore he would play a great ball to him. Meanwhile, Garnacho and Rashford are with Leeds' defensive line. Weghorst and Bruno would arrive with a space, because they are between Leeds defenders and midfielders. When Shaw had the ball, Garnacho is still fixing to the opponent's fullback. Bruno Fernandes on this side will also be with the left fullback. Rashford is between the centre backs, but he would move to his right side to be between the centre back and fullback. And also it would be important the movement of Weghorst, because he would attract to this centre back. Therefore we can see that Rashford is behind Leeds centre back, Weghorst and Garnacho attracted to these 2 players, and Bruno is with this player. Therefore Rashford has this space to score. However, Man United was still aggressive in the midfield with Fred and Weghorst. They recovered the ball in the midfield and the three strikers were over Leeds' defensive line. Fred, Weghorst and Garnacho created this goal, since Garnacho overcame his mark that was ailing and he had space on the left side. Fred played a fast ball with Weghorst, and on first touch he detected the space that Garnacho had on the left side. Meanwhile, Rashford is attracting to the second centre back and Bruno Fernandes will attract to the left fullback. As a consequence, this centre back had two options, since he could stay with Rashford but also go over Garnacho. So at the last second he would try to cover the shoot to the second post. However, Garnacho was smarter and scored on the first post. Leave your thoughts about Garnacho and Martinez performances. Don't forget to subscribe and thanks for watching. This video is brought to you by Play by Metrica Sports, the fundamental tool for every coach and analyst. Create and manage all your video analysis in one platform. Use coupon NasirSelad at checkout for a 10% discount.